You are tuned to Channel 9, Kennett, Zenith Cablevision. Thank you for watching. It's time for talk. Each evening at...
You're on Route 164 where it makes the curve to go into Hornersville. We're right here at the Ford MFA station. We're going to see the end result of all those watermelons that are being cut and hauled into this area. There are a bunch of men gathered now. I see at least 4 melons on the ground that have been cut and brought in to weigh. There is a Mr. Swihart from Leachville who's in for a lot of good-natured kidding here in this Missouri territory. He's brought his weights. He did not bring his melon. Now, I think were his melon to be in serious contention, they would insist he bring the melon here to weigh it on these scales, which I'm sure are the requirements. But they're standing around, and we're watching melons come in. There's one already weighed with the man's name on the top. We're going to listen to the kidding that goes on, and we're going to see who has the melon that's going to win the prize here at the Hornersville Watermelon Festival. All right, when we get a closer look, we see the one that is labeled belongs to Tommy Price and weighed in at 83 pounds. Now, let me tell you, that's a good-sized melon, but I don't believe it's going to be in the running for these 3 that are here. The one over here on the scale was the gooseneck that he said would not be in the running. It's big around here, but of course when it narrows down to a gooseneck, he said would not weigh nearly as much, and he was right. I think I saw them weigh this one in. It has not been marked and officially done. I think this one weighed 116 pounds, or 116 and a half pounds. There'll be some official word on that. They are assuming, they feel like this middle melon will beat any of these 3 that are here. And then somebody has gone for even larger one. We'll watch the weigh-in. You took competition before, haven't you?
Oh, yes. We finished high school together.
Went to school together.
You did? Where'd you finish high school?
Arbird.
Arbird. You're an Arbird boy, too?
I finished Leachville, but I went to school at Arbird.
Okay.
1 year, 2 years.
All right. And how'd you learn that he had some good seed?
Well,
He saw him. He come up here every day.
What'd you come up every day for, to measure his watermelon?
hard to see here, see how it's getting along.
Okay, all right. Have you, who usually, did you beat him last year or no?
Oh, you beat me 1 pound last year.
Beat you 1 pound?
We beat him here before last, and we beat him here before that. He's got to get warmed up.
Okay.
1 year I got second. 2 years ago I got second place.
2 years
I got $300 out of it.
Okay, you got second.
Who
all
got
right.
first? Well, you got $500 that year, didn't you?
Yeah.
He got first, I got second.
All right, so first prize is $500. That makes it worthwhile. First prize is what?
500.
Okay, and second prize is 300. That makes it worthwhile to go out and pull the weeds from around this thing, doesn't it?
It sure
We got it 1
does.
year us together. We got it 1 year.
Okay, 1 year you all took everything then.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you think the biggest one is yet to come?
By far.
By far. Okay, all right.
Nearly twice.
Nearly twice? Okay,
right.
all right.
Can't figure it out, can you? Just can't figure it out.
You'll see 2 large ones.
He done something right, I'll tell you.
Both of them will be a lot bigger than either one of them.
Now, Mr. Swihart, are you the peach man?
Yeah.
Well, you can't be the watermelon man too. You can't. But you have lots of peaches this year. Was this a good year?
Good crop. They're going to last 6 more days.
Is that it?
Pretty peaches, that's all of them.
What kind's coming off? Cresthaven?
We got Riosa gems and a few Albertas. Alberta's about gone. Not the Riosa gems.
Okay. Let me introduce you to Max Ray Moore, who is chairman of this big melon contest here at the festival. And how many entries do you usually have?
Well, there's usually from 4 to 10 melons. They don't enter so awful many melons because really there's a lot of people lost interest here because it's so much work and you have to do so much. You have to transplant them and everything goes so early, and then they have to have so much irrigation in the summertime. So there's really a lot of work to it. So we don't have a big number of melons entered, but it's usually about, well, they'll be from 2 to 4 growers. This year I think we've only got 2, and then Well, the third one was from Kennett, of course. That's the first time we've had one from up there. Now, we've had some entries from Holcomb, but we haven't heard from them this year so far.
So you never know till they get here.
That's
where
right.
They're going to come from with their melon.
That's right.
Now, you have a son that's due in a few minutes that reportedly has some of the biggest melons. Do you know anything about it yet?
Yes, they've gone out to the field now to cut them, and he's going to bring 2. I don't know. He's got one real nice one, and I don't know just what it's going to weigh because we haven't weighed it yet, just looking at it on the vine, and he kept it kind of covered up so it wouldn't sunburn. So I don't know what it's going to weigh, but I think it's going to be in excess of 150 pounds. So. All
right. Now, this is the gentleman who is also famous in what's laughingly been called the Great Melon Massacre. You were taking the melons into Kennett to have pictures made and everything. Do I understand this? Pick it up from there.
Yes, that's right. Last year, after we had our weigh in and everything, well, we was going to take them to Kennett to
show off.
Yes, to have some pictures made. And we was going to park on the south of the courthouse and Carol Goldsmith's going to meet us over there and all that stuff. So, but anyway, we got to Caruth and going around the curve. We'd failed to latch the pin in the trailer tongue. We had 5 melons in there, and it came loose. It ran off in the ditch, and it threw all the melons out. But luckily, the big one was in the center, and the straw and the bursted melons together saved it from cracking. So that was the only melon that we had saved out of the 5, which was the biggest one. It weighed 187 pounds.
Okay, and Seb, we were talking with Seb Buck earlier in the field, and he said people from all over the part of the country got watermelon seeds from those big melons.
Yes, it was kind of funny. Everybody they was wanting the big seeds to try to plant some for this year, you know. And now I didn't do this, but another fellow did. He said he thought how funny it would be. They was up there and they was all digging around and getting the big seeds out. So he took some small melons up there and just threw them out with them just for fun, just to see how they came out this year. So I didn't hear anybody complaining. So I guess they came out all right.
All right. Okay, we'll get out of the way here.
Got a new baby, and he's kind of wanting to get the baby's picture.
Oh, is he prouder of the baby or the watermelon? Oh, that does look like a monster. Now I'm talking about the watermelon, not the baby.
Yeah, that's a whopper.
Okay, tailgate going down, and let's see what they're saying.
Yeah. And that's the third biggest one I saw out there. Huh? He got it. The second biggest is still out. That's the longest one of both patches.
Okay, how are these? Have both of these got yours beat?
Yeah, bad.
Mr. Swihart, what about? Do you?
They got me beat too.
Got you beat too.
Yes.
You gonna throw in? All right, all these pretty good. Boy, these pretty good looking babies. I tell you what. 95, 95.
What was that going to get? 95.
The third melon, of Seb Bucks. Oh, they're gonna have to put on another weight. Yep, this one's
Gonna weigh over 100. Then.
This gonna go over 100. 106 pounds.
This is 33 small or 31?
They're going to add another weight. That big one is anymore.
That.